Right guys, okay, so this term then we are working with Inkscape, okay? I'm assuming that you have downloaded this and I'm assuming that you have installed this, okay? If you haven't done that, do that now, yeah? Right, the first thing we need to do, we need to head to our Documents folder and we need to make a new folder and we need to call this Inkscape. Okay, so in our Documents folder, new folder called Inkscape. Inside that, we need another new folder called Portfolio of Work. Okay, so we've got two folders, Inkscape and Portfolio of Work. Yeah. Now, we're going to make our portfolio, and our portfolio is going to look like this, with a front cover and with a back cover. Okay, so I've taken any design from PowerPoint. I've made Inkscape Portfolio of Work by then your name, class, and then your class, okay? I took this logo from Google, yeah? You can use any design you want, okay? It doesn't have to look like this, yeah? When I had my front cover, I duplicated it, and then I just removed the text, and that is my back cover. Okay, so I've got a front cover and a back cover. When I've done that, you need to go ahead, File, Save. Save it with this file name, okay, so 8A or 8B or 8C, your name, so dash your name, dash Inkscape, Portfolio of Work, and this checkpoint 1, okay, we're working on checkpoint 1 first of all. Save it first as a PPTX, and then save it again as a PDF. And the PDF we want to save in this folder, in our Portfolio of Work folder. Okay. So when we've done that, we have something that looks like this, yes? We have an empty folder here, a folder here, and here we have our PDF folder, a PDF file. When you've done that, you can go ahead and you can actually delete that PPTX file. Right, let's go ahead and fire up Inkscape. So you get this, you can just press Save, and you can press Thanks, and you can press New Document. Okay, so you will see something that looks a little bit like this, yeah? Yours won't have this, so let me get rid of that. So we've got our toolbar up here, we've got some controls down the side, and we've got all of our colours down here, yeah? Now, what we're actually going to put together this term, let me show you the finished product. Yeah, we're going to put together something that looks like this, and then we're going to put a family together. Let me show you an example from another class. Yeah. So this is from a student from last year. This is her front cover. This is what we're going to do in lesson 1. This is something we're going to do in lesson 2. In lesson 3, in lesson 4. Then we're going to make a family of people. Rachel, Gerald, Anna, Jason. We're going to make some pets. We're going to make a collage of pets. And this isn't finished because we're actually going to make some sweets as well. Yeah? So lots of interesting things to do. Right, let's get started. Your teacher will have emailed you your houses. So your teacher will have emailed you these images. Now, you only need to work with the one that is your house. Okay, so my house is Pegasus. So I'm going to take the image and I'm going to drag it into my new document. When I've done that, I get this pop-up, don't ask again, and OK. Yeah? When I've done that, I'm going to lock it. If I don't lock it, I can resize it and make it really funny shapes, which I don't want. So I'm going to lock it. I'm going to move it to the top, and I'm going to make it bigger. Now, if your house is not Pegasus, your picture will look different. Okay, you might have a green griffin, or a yellow phoenix, or a red dragon. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this now. Documents, Inkscape, not in the portfolio of work. I'm going to save it in the Inkscape folder, and this is lesson 1, Pegasus. Again, if your house is not Pegasus, if it's dragon or griffin or phoenix, your name here will be different. Then we can save that. Okay, now we're ready to get started. Okay, so what do we do first? Well, we can zoom in using our trackpad. And at this point, guys, I strongly, strongly recommend that you get an Apple mouse. Okay, I strongly recommend you get an Apple mouse because we're going to be using the mouse and the trackpad at the same time. Okay, so you really do need a mouse. Right, okay, so I'm going to click down here. Draw Bezier curves and straight lines. I'm going to zoom in. And then, in the corner, I'm going to start clicking. And where the line changes shape, I'm going to click and then I'm going to close the shape. Okay, I'm going to change the color. Then, with this one, edit paths by node, now I can start curving the shape. Yes, I just need to click on it, curve it here, curve it here. Good. Now we just need to keep doing that. Yeah? Click, 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 come down here, click, click, click. Okay, then back to this tool, and we just need to bend it. Bend it till it's approximately the same. If I want to move a node, I can do that. There we go. Keep going. Move over and zoom in. Okay, so I'm using the mouse and the trackpad at the same time. Up there, and then this one. Okay, good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah? Now I've started this, I want to continue with this bit. So point here, point here, point here. And come back up to here, and then close it. Edit path by node. And like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to look quite good. Yeah, that's okay, I'm happy with that. This, wait, needs a bit of a bend. There we go. Okay, and you're going to keep doing that for the whole shape. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this, okay? You're going to do the horse, yeah? And maybe you're also going to do this bit down here as well, yeah? Let's do that bit nice and easily. Okay, then we can curve it out that way a little bit, good. Curve this out that way a little bit. Curve this. And curve it back in. Good. This node here, moving a little bit. There we go. Okay, something like that, okay? Good. When we've done that, we're ready to separate it. Now, some of you, if you're working with Phoenix, for example, some of you will have a lot more to do, or at least it looks like a lot more to do. But Phoenix is not more difficult, and let me show you why. Okay, so here we've got Phoenix. I'm going to do one of these. I'm using my mouse and my trackpad at the same time. Click, 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 click. And then I'm going to curve this. Curve it some more. Good. Curve it some more. And this one, curve it some more. And move that out just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now when I've done that, I can have my select tool and I can hit Command D and that duplicates it. Then I can flip it and I can move it over and put it exactly where I want it. Okay, so Phoenix is not more work. You need to do one half and then you just duplicate it, flip it and move it over. Yeah, so even though it looks like it's more difficult, it's actually not more difficult. Yeah. When you've done that, when you've finished your image, then we need to separate them. So watch carefully. I'm going to click all of my objects. Now, I haven't finished this, we know that, but it's a good example. I'm going to right click, I'm going to group, and then I'm going to move it down. Now, yours will look better. Let me show you some examples. Yeah. So you've got the original up here, and then you've got yours down below. Again, it can be any color. Let me show you another example. Yeah, also Griffin. Okay, so this one should be on top with that one down below. But you get the idea. Yeah. Pegasus, and then this is that student's Pegasus below. Good. When you have done that, you're going to go File, you're going to go Export, and you're going to export it as a PDF. Click Export. Good. Drawing exported. We can close it. We can save it. We can go to our folder. And now we have the SVG file, which we've been working with, and we have our PDF file. PDF files go here in our portfolio folder. Now we're going to add this PDF into our checkpoint. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to open this. I've got my thumbnails on. Okay, if you don't have thumbnails, you need to turn thumbnails on. Thumbnails gives us this thing here. Then, lesson 1 is going to go into here. Again, this is not finished, yeah, but when yours is finished, you're going to then do that. Let me do it again. So I've got Finder here, lesson 1 PDF, just drag it and drop it, okay? And then we can go File, Save, and we can close that, and we can move on to lesson number 2. Okay? Right, good job, guys. See you in the next lesson.